Please be seated. Good afternoon. My name is Arlene Pickett. I'm the Dean of Nursing and Health Professions here at North Idaho College. Welcome to the pinning ceremony for the Practical Nursing class of 2024. It is a pleasure to have you here to help us celebrate. Before we begin, I'd like to introduce our distinguished guests who may or may not be with us this afternoon. If you are here, please stand, and I would ask that the audience hold your applause until the end. From our Board of Trustees, Greg McKenzie, Mike Wagner, Brad Porkel, Terry Zimmerman, and Todd Banducci. Dr. Nick Swain, President of North Idaho College. Dr. Lloyd Duman, Interim Provost. Sarah Garcia, Vice President for Finance. Tom Green, Interim Chief Communications and Governmental Relations Officer. Ken Mordinsky, Chief Information Officer. Ray L. Anderson, Director of Development and Foundation Executive Director. Alex Harris, Dean of Students. Dr. Sherry Simpkins, Dean of Instruction for General Education. Cami Haft, Dean of Enrollment. Vicki Isaacson, Dean of Workforce Education. Please join me in thanking them for their support of the Practical Nursing program. I would also like to introduce those individuals who are instrumental to the success and support of our students. If you are here, please stand. Again, I would ask the audience to hold your applause until the end. Amy Howland, Senior Administrative Assistant for the Nursing Division. Stephanie Bradbury, Clinical Placement Coordinator. Wendy McIntosh, Student Success Navigator for Nursing. Leslie Slinkard, Assistant to the Dean of Instruction. Miles Larson, Simulation Operations Specialist, and our many adjunct faculty, clinical instructors, and preceptors who both faculty and students depend on. Also joining me up front this afternoon are Jean Marfus and Patty Hall. These two individuals have been there with the students for the last 11 months as faculty, supporters, and cheerleaders. Please join me in thanking them for their direction and support. We are honored to have a military veteran, Spencer Taylor, among our group of PN students, and he will lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance. Please stand.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you for your service, Spencer, and also any attendees who presently serve or have served on our armed forces. You may be seated. We're very fortunate today to be joined by our president, Dr. Nick Swain. Please join me in welcoming him to the podium to provide some remarks.
Welcome. Who ever thought of having graduation ceremony on Friday afternoon on like the third hottest day of the year, and during summer vacation, right? Like all that stuff. Well, welcome again, and thanks for joining us. I'd say nurse, if you've ever been in a hospital as a patient, the most important folks in the hospital are the nurses, not the doctors. You wake up after surgery and the first, like, I don't care what you look like. You're the most beautiful person in the world. When I wake up and see the nurse, that's like a great day. So man or woman, I don't care. It doesn't matter. Like, wow, I'm here. Right. So that is, that it is really, an important role that you play in healthcare and in taking care of patients. It's also important to know that you're well prepared. How many of you have Googled how NIC ranks as a nursing program? Anybody done that? a couple people. We're number one in the state, like no bragging, but like we're number one in the state. Um, it's them, not me, but that we're number one in the state. We're ranked 61st in the country. In the, like this little school in North Idaho, middle of nowhere, 61st in the country. So that's really phenomenal. So, you know, as nursing now, not students anymore, or soon not to be students, you know that you're well prepared. How many of you think that you're well prepared for life as a nurse? Anybody feel unprepared? Go ahead and raise your hand. I dare you. So I think that is super important because you are the most important folks in the hospital, and you have to be well prepared, and so you are both of those. And today just marks the ceremony where we get to recognize you and give you that opportunity to walk across the stage and have that recognition. So be very feel very accomplished. You should have a lot of pride. You made it through the best program in Idaho, and now you're ready to go be that best person in the hospital. How many of you are going on to be RNs? Anybody considered that yet? Yeah, that's great. Wonderful. Again, another wonderful program here, and being able to do that right here at North Idaho College is wonderful. So we look forward to keeping you here as students. And again, thank you to you and your full audience here, the amazing family and friends that you have supporting you that got you through this year of school. So thank you all, and look forward to seeing you on campus.
With that, I'd like to welcome Patty Hall for some instructor remarks.
Yes, I handwrote it. When I was asked if I had anything to say at my first pinning, I said, I'm having oral surgery. I won't be able to say anything even if I wanted to. The next pinning I also declined because they had heard me speak for 3 semesters, same as you. And I was sure that they took my words to heart. However, for this class, I do have some last bit of advice before you go out into the world on your own. Before someone says, I'll get the nurse, and you realize that's you. Number 1, I promise this is short. Number 1, always do the best you can in every task. You were not just studying to pass a test. You were and are studying to better yourself, prevent harm, save lives, and eventually teach others. Number 2, when, not if, you make a mistake, because to err is human, accept responsibility. You and you alone are responsible for your actions in your practice because they impact not only those who work with you, but also your patients. Be someone you would want to work with and be the nurse you would want taking care of someone closest to you. Number 3, if you have a bad day, try not to bring it home. Easier said than done. Cry in the car on your way home, sit in the break room for a few minutes, take a time to process, and then ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Then move on knowing what you did was right. Number 4, nursing is lifelong learning. It is always better to ask and get it right than assume and get it wrong. On the other side of the coin, you might not have the time to look everything up, which is why studying is so important. And finally, be patient with yourself. You are starting something new. Learning is uncomfortable, but that doesn't mean you aren't learning when you've already mastered your position. Humble yourselves and keep learning. Although it is good to be prideful about your school, and where you come from, because I do believe this is a great school. And as a fellow alum, I couldn't agree more with Dr. Swain. And now I'm going to say something I said to you on the first day of class. Congratulations. Thank you.
Hello. I'm trying not to cry. I really am. Before we get to the awards, I would like to share a few words about the nursing pinning ceremony. What is a pinning ceremony? Why do we do it? The pinning ceremony is a time-honored nursing school tradition. It signifies the initiation into the nursing profession. The tradition dates back to the 1860s when Florence Nightingale presented a Medal of Excellence to her hardest working nursing graduates. By 1916, it became standard in the United States to award all graduates a pin during a special ceremony. The pin symbolizes a nurse's dedication to their patients. Wear it with pride. With this pin also comes a commitment and a responsibility to practice the skill and the art of nursing to the best of your ability. So the PN program gives out 2 awards. Each and every one of you have worked extremely hard these past 11 months. Many of you guys work. You take care of children or other family members, all while striving to be successful in a program that requires the hours of a full-time job. We would like to take time to honor a few of you guys that have gone above and beyond what was expected. 2 awards will be given this afternoon: the Academic Achievement Award and the Clinical Excellence Award. These recipients are recognized at pinning, and their names are engraved on a large plaque, which is permanently displayed in the Health and Science Building. You're famous. Okay, I'm going to do the Academic Excellence Award first. This award is presented to the student who has the highest cumulative grade point average in the graduating class. The grade point average is based upon courses in the entire practical nursing program. Some specific remarks about this particular student: an academic icon, and has shown aptitude beyond this level. The academic effort in every assignment will never be forgotten. Has consistently scored very high on exams and applies the materials learned in class to the clinical setting to provide quality patient care. I'm proud to present the Academic Excellence Award to Peyton Keel. Come on in. Congratulations. Now for the Clinical Excellence Award. This is given to students who go above and beyond in patient care. Students who receive this award show a high level of professionalism, expertise in clinical skills, and make patients feel like they are the only patient that the student is caring for. This year was really, really difficult to choose the winner of this award. Faculty had something positive to say about every student. I'm not kidding, it was hard. Some specific remarks. Always shows enthusiasm and desire to be part of the nursing program. Demonstrates respect, professionalism, and kindness in all interactions with faculty. Clinical staff in every setting have commented on the superb attitude and clinical competency. This student has been the shining example for all students. Calm and confident, does not get easily flustered. Demonstrated initiative in the clinical experience, able to prioritize care based on nursing knowledge, and is eager to develop nursing skills as opportunities arise. I'm proud to present the Clinical Excellence Award to Spencer Taylor. I would like to invite Amy, Patty, and Arlene back to the stage for the presentation of the pins, certificates, and roses.
Caress Burger. Kayla DeFilippi. Nikki Gallo. Catherine Gula. Phil Hall. Bree Hinojosa. Marissa Jacobson. Peyton Keogh. Samantha Little. Dalton Law. Breno Santos. Athena McElwain. Shaylee Peterson. Sam Robinson. Madison Smalley. Spencer Taylor. Wendy Bellis. Nicole Webb. Graduates, you may be seated. I would like to invite Erlene Pickett to the podium to lead us in the Florence Nightingale Pledge.
Before we begin, I'd like to give a short description of why Florence Nightingale is important to the nursing community. Florence Nightingale was born in 1820 and died in 1910. She's known by many as the Lady with the Lamp. She defined nursing as the act of utilizing the environment of the patient to assist him in his recovery. Her contributions to the development of nursing theories remain important aspects of patient care today. These include the importance of fresh air, good sanitation, quiet, warmth, and nutrition. These are all important to patient recovery. Florence Nightingale's work improved standards of care in the Crimean War and continue to influence nursing today. With that, would all nurses please stand, turn on your tea lamp, and join me in saying the Nightingale Pledge. It's printed on the back of your program. I pledge myself here before my God and in the presence of this assembly to practice my profession with integrity. I will endeavor to maintain and elevate the standard of nursing, both as a science and as an art. I wholeheartedly recognize the importance of high standards of care, of personal accountability. I devote myself to the healing, protection, and welfare of those committed to my care. I accepted duty to work for the improvement of health in the communities in which I live and work. I will hold in confidence all personal matters committed to my keeping and will respect the privacy of medical information. I will act with compassion in ethical matters. I will not knowingly administer or consume any harmful substance. I commit to interdisciplinary collaboration and lifelong learning. I fully acknowledge the seriousness of my responsibility that I accept in my calling and the significance of this pledge that I take today. You may be seated. And Jean, would you please return for the closing remarks?
Okay, first of all, I would like to say thank you to the events and the IT staff who've helped to make this ceremony happen. I would also like to personally thank Amy, Erlene, and Patty for all the help in planning and the help in making decisions to have this afternoon's event go so smoothly. You guys did it. Now I'm going to cry. I want to say congratulations to each and every one of you. You've worked so hard to get to this day, and I'm very proud of you. When you first started this program, Patty and I stood in front of you, and we told you this is a very difficult program. Yeah? Yeah? Yeah. But when the going got tough, you all got tougher. And you should be proud of what you've accomplished in the last 11 months. I want to leave you with one of my favorite things about a career in nursing. You are always going to be learning from experiences like, uh-oh, I should have put the bedside table on the other side. Or, oops, I forgot the trash can. On the floor it goes, right? You will learn from your coworkers, and maybe most importantly, you're going to learn from your patients. I encourage each of you to welcome these learning experiences whenever and wherever they occur. A good nurse takes care of the patient according to the book. And maybe, well, that's not how I was taught to do it. but a great nurse is open to new ideas and input from coworkers and patients. With that input, we can individualize the cares and achieve the best possible outcome for our patients. Again, congratulations. I see a group of outstanding nurses here in front of me. Hey, graduates, please rise. Come to the stage for your photo op. Love you too. Don't leave. Just stay. One more year. Everyone in attendance, I present to you the practical nursing class of 2024. Congratulations. Still taking pictures? Are you going to take some with you and Patty? Would you like to? Yeah. Patty?
Just sit on the front. Like, we could crowd around you guys. That's what you want. You guys want to? One last photo.
Okay, audience, if you could please wait until the students and faculty have exited the room, and your graduates will meet you right outside the door.